Hello everyone, how are we? Hope you're okay. Oh yeah, just checking the camera. Yeah, we're gonna do. I'm gonna run in time trial first, and see what we can get in time trial, and then we'll do maybe a quick practice race. And we're probably gonna do another stream later to try and figure this car out. And I don't really think I'm gonna do very well in FIA at this track, but yeah. We might as well try and get used to it. So I'm going to go into time trial first and just do a little bit of time trial. We ain't going to compete with the Supra here. It's impossible. The Supra is the most OP car on the track by quite some way. Josetti's time is probably quite good for. If I can get within 3-4 tenths of that, so a low 35, something around a 35.2, like what Atomics has done, I think I'll be pretty happy with that. Where is the nearest Ferrari on here? 35.7 is the fastest Ferrari on that leaderboard. Let's have a little let's jump on and see what we can do. Hope you're okay, by the way. Yeah, in the gym, do this now and see what we can see if we can get used to this Ferrari. It's gonna be tricky. If anyone wants to do me a Ferrari livery, tag it with key 25 and I'll pick my favorite one. I'm going to let people know in the community message later after the stream as well. If you want to make me a Ferrari livery for the Group 4 and the Group 3, preferably with colours of black, red and white. Whatever you want, however you want to do it with them three colours, black, red and white. Tag it with key 25 and I'll just search for all the people that do it. And see which one I like the most. Okay, so it's racing soft tires. Pardon me. FIA does have standing starts this season, Chris. So yeah, FIA has got standing starts this season. There's not, I think there's like 2 of them, or maybe 2 or... How many standing starts are there? Is it 2, chat? I think it's 2. Right, so let's try and figure this out. I've got to have it on quite low volume because I'm expecting a parcel, so... Whoa. So I need to keep my ear out. See if we can figure this out. We'll do this for a little bit, so a little bit of time trial, and then we'll set up a lobby. The lobby will be A rated or higher, just so you know, and the same will be for later on tonight. It'll be A rated or higher again later. Yeah, there is definitely a couple of standing starts. I know that's one of the reasons. I mean, it's not the reason why I picked this, to be honest, though. The main reason is the Group 4 car. It was between this and Renault. Chat picked me the Ferrari. I just let the chat decide, so it was either the Renault or Ferrari. And I know I like the Ferrari in Group 4. Jesus Christ. But to be honest, the Group 3 tracks don't suit me. So the Group 3 car was not really that important because I don't really like the Group 3 tracks in general. So I don't expect to do well in them tracks because there's not a single real-life track apart from Willow Springs being used in this FIA season for Group 3, which is so weird because, like, yeah, I mean, there's only one and it's Willow Springs, and that's a tuning race, so I don't even know if I'll be doing that yet, and I don't really like Willow Springs anyway, so yeah, it's a bit of a weird season this. There's like 2 tracks that I kind of don't mind in Group 4. So hopefully we'll get reasonable points in them. Just got to try and get used to this car. So the first goal is obviously find some pace in it. See, the thing is with the Renault though, Cola, is the Group 4 races. I think I would have done better. I think I might have done better in the Group 4 races, like Fire said, because I've got quite close to the limit of the Renault now in driving that Megane. I'm getting quite close to the limit of what it'll do. So I do think that in the Group 4 races, I might have done better in the Renault. but it's something different. I have been Ferrari before. Long time ago, we drove for Ferrari. Well, no, the Ferrari's more oversteer, if anything. It's a lot more oversteer than understeer with this car. I'm sure we'll get used to it though. Yeah, obviously the trophy. I wouldn't use the FF car. No one would use the FF car when it comes to Renault as a manufacturer. Not if you had any idea about the game, you wouldn't anyway. Whoa. So let's just drive around, get used to the car. I don't think the Ferrari's particularly great at this track though, you know. Because of the curbs, it doesn't feel very nice on the curbs. And then when them rear tyres go, it's going to be lethal. Whoa. Was a bit understeer there. Bit like the Porsche with the understeer, but I think once you get used to just getting on the throttle at the right time, you won't really have that much understeer with this. It's just about mastering the point at which the understeer kicks in. To be honest, Sparks, the reason I went Ferrari was the Group 4 car. I really enjoyed driving that Group 4 Ferrari at Bathurst when it was on, and I remember driving it. I remember driving for Ferrari. Oh shit! I remember when we picked Ferrari originally, quite a long time ago. The Ferrari Group 4 car got me some very, very good points. So there's a couple of tracks that the Suzuka should be good for the Ferrari. Also, Interlagos should be pretty solid in the Ferrari. So it'll be interesting how it can do. Also, the fuel-saving race at Nordschleife, hopefully with the Ferrari, can be good there. Yeah, it's something different, and if anything, this is going to be good to teach me to start looking after them rear tyres. We definitely started to get better on the Group 2 race that was on last week at looking after tyres. Our pace was really picking up on that one, so hopefully, like, we were able to match FIA all the way through the stint nearly. So if we can do that, then yeah, we just got to start getting used to the rear tyres with this car, and then hopefully we'll be alright. Now, I'm going to start actually practicing -3, because in the race we're going to be -5 with this thing. Nothing but -5. I might message Lightning for some, well, Mikhail Hazal for some advice in saving the tyres on this thing. He's very good at stuff like that, so get some advice off him. Okay, this is a slightly faster lap already. Okay, I could have kept that a lot later on the brakes then. That was way too early on the brakes. Right, so we need to find about another 7/10 of a second, something like that, and then we're pretty much up to the pace with this car, I feel. For me, because I'm not very good at this track. Afternoon Flash, how are you, mate? For the first sector, there's 2 temps alone in that first sector. This corner, there'll be time by sending it a bit more, not using the brakes. The final corner, there was 2 temps to a 10th, maybe. There'll always be time on the depth chicane as well, because you can flat that. Okay, there's time there. That was still a bit scruffy. Okay, we're into the 35s. The 35.8. Way off pace, but keep knocking it down a little bit. So here, I should be able to gain some time on the exit here. It's all about getting on the throttle at the right point on that corner. Oh, so there's 2 temps there. We just lost a bit there, though. 2 temps in that first sector easily. Nah, I had to back off the throttle. It's going to lose me all the way up the hill now. You okay, Clint? Yeah, I'm torturing myself with this car because like most people in the chat will know, the car's handling suits me. So the way the car drives suits me. However, I'm shit with rear tyre wear. So it's like torturing myself a bit, this. Hold third gear, don't go into second. Okay, tiny bit faster, not much. Every little matters. We should be able to get this down to a low 35, I think, but brake later it. Ugh. It's that. It's that section there. Right, we'll get a better exit this time, though. Much better exit. Hey, we're going to be up here again. We should be over a 10 foot. One minute. Why is the cat looking like that? I thought I'd missed the door. The cat was staring downstairs like it was hearing something. Yeah, I'm not doing race B. I'm not interested in that. We're focusing on this really. So FIA focus for today. Oh, that was much better. And so looking at this end, yeah, we can definitely do a low 35 because the first sector was shite. Yeah, there's 100% a low 35 in this. Because the first sector was awful there. Let's just see. Through here I messed it up, so if we get that right, I just need to take a bit more speed through the first part though. Woo! Viper, I feel like Viper should be a pretty alright like Dodge should be a pretty alright manufacturer, you know. Especially because it should be pretty decent at some of the Group 4 races, I feel like. And the tyre wear races it'll be pretty good at, because as long as you look after the front tyres. It's all about looking after the front tyres in that car. You reckon my optimal? Okay, we'll have a look at our optimal in a minute. We'll have to wait, actually, because your optimal doesn't count. You have to wait until you restart a go. So let me go for one more lap, and then we'll restart and see what our optimal is. Yeah, the Ferrari doesn't feel great here, to be honest, Rapid. It's really tricky on the curbs. That corner always gets me, because I want to get on the power. No, we're wide, we're wide. Okay, let's restart it and see what the optimal is. Oh, I think my parcel's here. Let me just... Right, actually. Let's just... I can see the postman walking up now. Now that makes no sense. The optimal is a 35582. See, that I think that's lying to us a bit there. Because the first sector... Oh no, but we didn't go over the line when we did the first sector, that's why. So if you don't go over the line, it doesn't register your optimal. So, right, there's the door. 1 second. Back in a second. Yeah. Why is that? Up there. 1 second. Ah, right. Where's my headset? No, it won't do it, Sparks, because you have to, when you've done a good first sector, if you don't finish that lap, it will not register that first sector. The only way it'll register a first sector if you've done a good first sector is if you go over the line. Oh, no, it's just, it was just aftershave, Ed, because I'm running low, that's all. Just some aftershave. The Evo... It'll be good at some tracks, but I don't think I'd go it, but it should be alright at some tracks. I don't think it'll do that well here. I might be wrong. Hey, do you have to short shift this car? Because I short shifted a bit then, and I started pulling away from the Ghost. Like, I didn't rev it out, and it seemed to accelerate better. Oh, Sparks, thank you for the £10, you legend. A bet's a bet. Mate, you didn't have to. Thank you very much for the £10. Appreciate the donation, you legend. Get the legend emote out for Sparks, please. Thank you very much for the support, mate. I'm either right on the Ghost here, or I don't know. We must be on top of it. Let's have a little look. Oh no, there it is. Let's stay in third and see what that's like. It might be better to stay in third gear there. Right. Do not lift. Do not lift. Do not lift. Do not lift. Die. Right, let's do a lobby. I feel we've got that where we needed to be. No opening your mouth for the rest. Mate, thank you very much for the £10, you legend. Right, let's go and do a lobby. If you want to jump in, it's going to be A-rated or higher. let's try and figure out the rear tire life now. Right, so let's have a little look. How far are we off? We're tires of 35.2. We're not. I mean, I don't think the car's particularly great here, if I'm honest, but we're not like. We're the fastest Ferrari on our friends list, so yeah, we're the fastest Ferrari with a pretty average lap. So, and we only took about what 8-9 laps to get it, something like that. So it's not too bad. I'm pretty sure we can get to around what Atomics has done. Around there with it. It'd have to be a good lap though, I think, for the Ferrari to do that. Yeah, so what they do, Rapid, is they cut it. I can't do it though. Every time I try and cut that corner, every time I try and cut the fast chicane, the car bounces on the Ferrari. So you need to be in something a bit more stable, I think. You have to time it really well as well, because you can get a penalty doing that. And you do gain 2 attempts by doing it. Are you alright, Fire? Yeah, we're doing 2 streams today. I'm going to do 2 practice runs on this to try and get some rear tyre practice. Even if I don't do this race, or even if we do it and we struggle, the aim is to try and practice rear tyre life. So if I'm probably going to do it tomorrow night and not care where we finish. Just try and look after the rear tyres. That is going to be the aim. Right, we need the settings for this actually. Let me just see what the settings are. ×2 fuel. Chat, remember this. ×2 fuel, ×7 tyre wear, 10 o'clock start, 15 laps, rolling start, medium soft tyres, and you only need to use both tyres. Okay. Right, let's go. Yeah, it's tricky to get right when you do it though, Rapid, because if you don't get it right, the car bounces on the curb, and on the Ferrari, it's not very good on the curb. So yeah, we'll be streaming until about 5:10. Well, 10 to 2:45, 3, something like that. So we've got another hour and a bit. Just checking, I didn't, because we did a little run the other day, didn't we? FIA testing. Race for real, fixed room. Yep, we'll do A rated, S rank for your DR. We're going to Dragon Trail Seaside, 10 o'clock, 15 laps. Rolling start. What's this first? Slipstream real, boost off, on, light. Tyre wear is ×7. This is what kills the Ferrari. ×7 on soft tyres. That is really aggressive, and that's why I think I'll struggle. Real. Up to a minute. Oh, I need to change that actually. So there's no tyre wear in qualifying though, is there? Racing soft, racing medium, tuning prohibited, weak, time on, ghosted on, prohibited. Okay, let's save them settings. Okay, so if you want to jump in and watch me crash into the chicane quite a few times, feel free to jump on, because you'll probably see me dying in the wall. I should get dressed up for this. Maybe I should wear the Grim Reaper costume tomorrow, if I had one. If I had a Grim Reaper costume, I would wear it on this stream, but I don't have one, unfortunately. All right, let's create that. Okay, feel free to jump in, people. Right, Ferrari Group 3. I want the livery one. We'll use the one with the livery while it's there. Right, do this while we're on here as well. The soft tires. So we're gonna really struggle at this tomorrow if we do it, especially being in top split, but I'm more bothered about trying to get used to the rear tyre life, so shifting very late and just being very gentle with them downshifts. But for qualifying, it's flat out. Vulcan, thank you very much for joining the channel as a base team member. Chat, you know what to do. get that legend emote out. If you don't have the legend emote, just spam that legend in the chat, please. Thank you very much, Falcon, for the membership. Appreciate that very much. Big thumbs up to you. Toyota drivers will be licking this race. They'll be all over it. I don't blame them either, except for in the race the tyre wear will be a problem for them. I think honestly in the race conditions I'm wondering if something like I mean the Corvette should be all right, but it'll have understeer through the S corners. I would think I wonder what the GTR would be like in this race because of the tyre wear. It makes me think the GTR might be all right, especially on soft tyres. I don't know. I haven't driven any of the cars. Fire would know better than me. Oh yeah, we are 90k DR. That's the wrong DR. That's me over account. I'll do it in a minute. We are 90k, don't worry. That's my second account. That's my mess around account where we just drive from the back and stuff. Right, let's fix that. Right, we'll take that one off. Does it not like this track? Okay. I mean, let's see what Fire say. I mean, it depends on, like, I don't know. The reason the GTR would struggle is some of the slower corners and the curbs, maybe. The Porsche should be good for the race, though, shouldn't it? I would think, yeah. Thank you, Falcon. Appreciate the support, mate. Undersit. Nah, they won't be 1.5 seconds slower, Turbo. Not a chance. GTR, if you put it in the right hands, I'd expect it to be able to compete here. I don't believe that because the track kind of suits the GTR in its power element, so I would think if you know how to drive that GTR, you'll be fast, mate. I struggle to believe it would be 1.5 seconds slower. The wall there. Yeah, I'm kind of in agreement with Jack. The track, if you can get used to it on the soft tyres, this track does seem to look like a GTR track to me for the race. It's with times 7 tyre wear. I would think it would do all right. I don't think it would be brilliant, but I think it would be all right. Cayman, it'll be shit at Interlagos, Deadeye. Well, it was for... Well, I didn't like it at Interlagos. Might not be too bad at Suzuka. Oh, rear sliding. All over the place there. It'll be... The Cayman will be good at the Nordschleife race, though, remember, because I actually used it for a couple of them and it was pretty decent. So for the Nordschleife race, with the fuel saving, that Cayman should be reasonable. Oh shit, where am I going? Renault will be good. That's what I was thinking, Deadeye, and that's why it was up between Renault and that. The only problem you'll have with Renault is group back off corner is in Group 3 is tyre wear. Same as Ferrari, but it's better than Ferrari though, the Renault. Also, standing starts are really bad in the Renault. Like, oh my god, they're so bad in Group 3, but in Group 4 they should be very good. I think there might be one Group 4 race with a standing start, so I've still got damage. No, that's not what we're saying, Hondo. That's not what we're saying just because Fire can drive GTR. We're just saying whether it can be good here. That's what we're saying. We're not asking whether I can drive. We're just asking if it would be good in the right hands. Because, for example, if Fire can drive the GTR, then a lot of top split will be able to drive it as well. Okay, it's one of the fastest after the Supra. There you go. I did expect it to be pretty good because the track layout does seem to suit the the GTR because it's fast corners, it's quite wide, and it's power based. So let's see if we can get this corner right. See, the Ferrari bounces on that curb. You okay, Zany? How are you, mate? He's got no grip. Alright, let's try not to hit the chicane this time. You have to be committed through there. If you lift, kind of makes the car go loose. Let's go for another practice lap and then we'll start the qualifying. Forgot to change gear. Better. Yeah, this Ferrari's unstable on curbs anyway, really. Because the rear is very twitchy, but... You know what? I don't care how we do in the Group 3 races. If we struggle, we struggle. I'm just hoping that some of the Group 4 races will be pretty competitive. It's an exhibition season, so there's some people using some meme cars as well, but there's a lot of people in that Supra, that's a problem. I might not be doing the first race though, because obviously me and the missus have got to get some Christmas shopping tomorrow for the kids. Might not be live until a bit later. We've got to pick them up as well and then get some food. So yeah, we might miss the first slot, I think. Ah shit, I didn't do it properly. I should have went flat through there. Ah. That final corner is going to be a nightmare with tyre wear on this car. We lost a lot of time there, didn't we? We were heading for quite a bit of... We should have been doing a 50, 35, 6 or 7 then. Right, let's just start it and let's just start practicing the tyre wear because the pace is not there in the Ferrari anyway. It's not the fastest car around there, so it's more about getting used to the tyre wear. Well, I don't know, claim it. I don't know. Depends what RDR does. I would think maybe not, depending on how RDR drops in the Group 3 races, but the Group 4 races, we might be able to get some results out of it. So we'll have to see. I really don't know. It depends how hardcore some of the top drivers go with practice as well. I don't know. Right, let's start this anyway. I will try, but whether we will. Like, we're going to lose a lot of DR tomorrow because there's no way I'm getting a good result out of this track. The car's not very good here. Tyres are shit. It's just about practice. The BOP is good on GT in Group 3. I don't think there's a problem with it. Just because the car's not very good at this track, that doesn't mean the BOP is bad, because the Ferrari's good at other tracks. I personally think the Group 3 BOP now is probably the best it's ever been. I would argue it's the best it's ever been, because you can, like, there's a lot of cars that can compete at a lot of different tracks in terms of going for wins, so I don't think it's a problem at the moment, really. Not in my view. Yeah, Supra might be good in qualifying, but it won't be as good in the race, Turbo, because of the tyre wear. The rear tyre wear on the Supra is not brilliant. There's cars that'll be a lot better in race condition than the Supra, mate. Trust me. Just look at whenever it's a Group 3 race. For example, go and look at Fuji. It was a Group 3 race. The Supra was good in time trial, but how many people in that daily race did you see using the Supra in the daily race who won the race? I didn't see anyone. Everyone was in either the RCZ or the Viper. So you have to always look at the race pace over the time trial pace. Time trial pace does not like equal a best car. That's not how it works. Right, let's start this. Yeah, like, I reckon the Ferrari's about 8/10 slower than the Supra here, though, in time trial, and it's probably worse on tyre wear, but that's this track. There'll be other tracks where the Ferrari will be able to compete with the Supra in terms of qualifying. We just done a 35.5. I won't get a 35.2 in qualifying. That's impossible for me, I think. If I can get a 35.5 to 35.6, that's a solid lap for me, I think, in qualifying. I ain't going to get a low 35 in the Ferrari, for me, would mean an almost perfect lap all the way through, which would be quite unlikely, if I'm honest. That's where you've got to cut it like that. That's how you've got to cut it. Everyone's looking for a slipstream. I don't really care about that. I know this is a slipstream track, but while we're practicing tyre wear, I just want to... I'm not taking it that seriously. I'm going to look for a slipstream in a practice quali. Look at everyone slipstreaming each other. Oh god. Too much understeer. So if you didn't know, there's no tyre wearing qualifying this season also. And that's a problem. Right, we're going to have to wait. I turned in way too early there. We've still got time though. Okay, let's go. What's up? 135. Okay, we're only going to get one lap in here. Might as well take it while we've got it. I don't know how fast he is, though. It's the only problem. Nah. Oh, oh, rapid. Oh, rapid. Oh, he's gone. I think that was rapid, wasn't it, behind us? Might not have been, but I just saw a car absolutely die. Lexus looks good round here, I have to say. Lexus looks very good round here. Look how fast that Lexus is through some of them corners. Not too bad. Could have been faster, but the problem here is tires. Really is tire life. Like, I honestly don't know if I'll get 5 laps out the softs or even 6. I will see. We'll try and do, what is it? How many laps? We need to get 7 laps out of these soft tires. I have to get 7 laps because then it's 8 laps on the mediums, but it's going to be hard. Oh, no, Turbo, the Ferrari's not the best car here. Is it? Fuck. The Ferrari's nowhere near pace on this track. It's way off, mate. At this track, the Ferrari's a good 3/4 of a second off the pace, I think. But it'll be good at other tracks. It'll be strong at Sardegna B in terms of time trial. It'll be very fast there. Like tracks like Sardegna B, it'll be strong. Sardegna C in reverse, it should be reasonable there. I don't know actually, because it's quite power track that. Trying to think. Willow Springs, if you get a good setup on the Ferrari, it should be decent, I think, if you can get a good setup with it, because setups are allowed on that one. You can't compare Fragger Turbo, bloody hell. That's like saying the Evo, or like putting Lightning in a bloody, do you know what I mean, mate? You can't do that. That's like, Fragger would be fast in any car, trust me. Turbo, just listen to me when I tell you this right now. The Ferrari at this track will not be anywhere near it fast enough in qualifying. It'll be 6-7 tenths off pace. I know that for a fact. Like, you could put Lightning in the Z4 and it'd probably make it look good. You can't judge people like Lightning, Fragger, because they are making average car look good. No, it's not the best Turbo. It wouldn't even be the best anyway. When was the last time you saw Ferrari win the FIA, like the whole FIA season? It can do well. It can do well, especially if there's low tyre wear, but I would never say it's the best. Group 4 is one of the top... I would say the Group 4 Ferrari is top 5, definitely. I'd agree with that. Group 4 Ferrari is top 5 in terms of cars, because it's solid everywhere. But I would never say the Group 3 is one of the best because of the tyre wear. We're going to lose the slipstream straight away. Ah! Trying to stay with these here is not easy. This is where the Ferrari should be decent though. However, they've all got slipstream, haven't they? Au revoir, slipstream. Let's just try and look after the tyres. Let's not worry about the pace. I need to fix my steering wheel in a minute. It's really, really heavy. And let me fix it when we get around this corner. No, it's not that turbo. Trust me, mate. I know the cars on GT, mate. I know what are good and what are not. This car can be good, but what I'm saying is it's not one of the best. That you, it can be one of the. It can be very strong with no tire wear, but most races on GT Sport have quite high tire wear, so it's never going to be one of the outright best cars. In time trial, don't get me wrong, in qualifying this car can definitely be good. It can definitely be good in time trial because the characteristics of the car suit time trial. Try and stay with this Lexus. Let's see if he can help my pace a bit. Bloody hell. Look at the rear tyre wear already. Time 7 is too high for the Ferrari, I think. The F1 room, the esports room's alright on GT. It's alright, we used it for a while, it's decent, works pretty well. I prefer this one though, but that's just me. I was hoping, he was helping me save tyres. Rip. No, it's pretty nice. It's a nice wheel rim. It's just, I prefer the bigger wheel rim, but I used it for a while. It was all right. We did all right with it. I can still use it now. It's a solid wheel rim for the price of it as well. Ferrari is good at tyres in Group 3? No. Ferrari is the worst car out of all of them in Group 3. I'd say Ferrari is the #1 worst car for tyre wear. Fuel is good though. But there is no fuel races in Group 3. They're all flat out. There's no fuel races at all in Group 3. In Group 4 there is some fuel races though. And the Ferrari's good in both fuel and tyre wear on Group 4. The rears are going. I have to do a few more laps, so 3 more laps to go here before I can pit. Fuck me, these tyres. Lexus is off again behind us. Looks like Jack's suffering similar with the tyre wear. That Citroen will be quite bad on tyres. There's no fuel saving races in Group 3, so you don't want that. For the Group 3 races, you want a car that's bad on fuel. Because there's no fuel saving, it's flat out. The fuel rates are too low. So you don't want a good car on. Oh, he's off. Sparks is off. You don't want to have a car that's good on fuel for Group 3 races. You want a bad car, really. I know the feeling, Jack. I'm feeling the same about this Ferrari, but I'm just trying to keep the car on the track at the moment. I'm not worrying about how fast we are, really. 2 more laps to go and then I can pit. Don't spin. It wants to spin. I can feel it. This car wants to kill me. Jeez, it just nearly lost the rear through a corner like that. What the hell? We have to go to lap 7 here. We can't pit lap 6 because it just won't work the other way. Otherwise the mediums will be too dead. Oh my god, look at this car. It's... Just got to try and survive this lap and then get the mediums on. Them Lexus look very good in the race here, you know. I think the Lexus could be one of the better cars for this race pace. Because their tyres will be quite balanced. Oh, don't drift in. It's drifting, it's drifting. I'm going to have to back out. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. The Hyundai should be alright here, actually. I would think the Hyundai is pretty solid. Put the Hyundai in someone who can drive it, and I would think it'd be a good car here. You just gotta... Yeah, I would think with the tyre wear on that car, it should be reasonable. Oh, no grip. What the hell? What the hell? I don't know if that was cold tyres, but there was literally no grip. I'll let him go through here. We don't want to drift, so we won't fight that. That won't do your tyres any good. See, for a track like this, in race pace, you really want an FR car that's good in the corners. Like, the Supra will suffer in the race here, although it's so fast that it might not matter. That's the thing. I think you have to consider your lines with this car as well, like maybe going a bit wider and then straightening off the corner a bit. So sketchy through there on the mediums. I'm driving this so slow. I don't think the Ferrari will get BOP because the Ferrari is not anywhere near one of the best cars. Like, there'd be no reason for him to BOP the Ferrari. It's not in the... It's not really... The Group 3 car's about right, I think. The Supra could possibly get a BOP, but I doubt they will. It's an exhibition season, so I don't think they care too much now. There's no meaning to this season. It's just for fun, really. Bloody wall. No, the Group 4 isn't OP though, is it? The Group 4 Ferrari's not OP. It makes me laugh when people think that. Like, name me a track. The only track where the Group 4 Ferrari is quite, like, really strong is Bathurst. Name another track where that car will dominate every other car. How often do you see a nations race where everyone goes to Ferrari in Group 4? You've got to think like that. It's very rare. Like, every car has a track or two that it's good at, and that's correct. Oh, sorry, that's my shit on the steer through there. I think Will's done that. Will's done the Z4 for a laugh. I think I need to stay in 5th gear through there, save the rears a bit. Yeah, the BOP is not too bad, really, at the moment. Group 4 BOP is definitely in a better place than it... Probably, in my opinion, the Group 4 BOP is the best place it's ever been. No, Group 3 BOP is the best on the game, if I'm honest. Group 3 BOP is easily the best. Because you've got to remember, there's always tracks where a car is going to dominate. The Supra might be good in time trial, but it's not the best car for race. Like, you see it all the time, even at Bathurst in Group 3. You see the time trial times in the Supra, but then in the race, no one uses it because tyre wear. You can't judge race pace by time trial pace. Never judge a BOP on time trial. Only judge it on race pace, in my view. We have to stay in 5th gear through there, I think, to try and help the rears. The M3 is not brilliant. That's pretty, yeah, I mean, in Group 3, the M3 is not great, but then only people that are after a meme car will pick that. Everyone will pick the M6 for BMW. The M6 is pretty solid. See, the Z4 and the M3 are deliberately bad on BOP because they don't want people picking it. They would rather you drive the M6 because BMW want the M6 to be used rather than them other two older cars. So it's like ACC. The Z4 and whatever it is on that is shit because they're older cars, so they deliberately BOP them down. Whoa, whoa, it's snapping. Exactly, Grady. That's very true. Like the RCZ as well. RCZ and Porsche, very good Group 3 cars for race pace. They just not the fastest in time trial though. Like, if you give me the option of having the Supra in a race, in a Group 3 race, or the RCZ, I'm picking the RCZ every time. Because that car is just a much easier car to drive, much better on tyres, and suits race handling. It's got a nice handling for the race, so yeah, I would pick the RCZ every day over the Supra. Like, for any FIA season, pick any 10 tracks, and I'll probably always pick the RCZ. I'm having to just drive this so carefully because my tyres are dying. And I could be going a lot faster. I think I should really try and get past this BMW, but... Oh, look at that rear tyre life. They're dying. Best Group 3 car overall? I'd say the RCZ, personally. If I was to pick any car, I would pick the RCZ. But that's not everyone's choice. That's just my personal choice. Because the RCZ's such a nice car to drive. The reason why you don't see many people picking... Where are you going, Rapid? The reason why you won't see many people picking the RCZ is because... The Group 4 car. That's why it's FF, and not many people want an FF car for the Group 4 races. That's one of the reasons why not many pick it. Oh, Cayman can do well at some tracks. The Cayman can do well at some tracks, but it's nowhere near one of the best Group 4 cars. My rears are going. See how I just killed the rears then. You saw them light up on the bottom left. This car is going to be so far off pace for this race. I'm predicting like 30 seconds off pace will be, or like 25 seconds off pace at least. Yeah, I've picked a Ferrari, and why not? It's an exhibition season. It means nothing. We're just here to have a bit of fun, so... Like, the Group 3 tracks I don't like anyway, so I wouldn't have got good results in them no matter what car I picked, so I'm not really worried about the Group 3. Yeah, we can do one more while I try it. We're gonna go again later as well, Antomics, just to try and... I don't even know. I'll probably only do 1 or 2 of these races tomorrow night. I'm not really bothered about where we finish. I'm just gonna do it for the tires, like, practice, really. But yeah, I just want to try and get some practice in with this car for tire life, really. Yeah, I can't do slot 1 or 2, I don't think. It'll probably be 3, 4, and 5 that I do, if I can do them. Because it starts at 5, doesn't it, I think? So we'll probably jump on at like 7, I think, tomorrow. Okay. What the fuck was that? It's a practice lobby, people. Seriously. Oh my god. He had dirty tires, and he also had a bit of an over-ambitious mind, I think, there at that corner. I think the ambition was a bit too high of trying that move, really, even if he had dirty tires. Oh, God. This car is a nightmare. Probably was amazing now, true. I'm hungry. Where's I should have a few group passes. Oh! Once you pop, you can't stop. No, Pyrotrack. The iRacing one handled better. I mean, we would have been 8 seconds quicker than that, 9 seconds quicker than that, in fairness. We got took out, so, and we also battled it. We were battling, so take out the battling and the crash at the end. Probably like 12 seconds quicker than what we did there. I still think that'll be way too slow though. Oh, do you know what? These are so addictive. Rapid hit him. It was Rapid's fault, chat. Rapid hit him in the corner. Yeah, literally though, Pringles are addictive. Ah. It doesn't matter anyway, Rapid. It's only practice. Goldfish crackers, man. Doesn't like the curbs, this Ferrari. Oh, don't worry about it, Rapid, mate. It's only a bit of fun. Right, do a practice lap and then we'll start the qualifying again. So there will be no day stream tomorrow, by the way, chat. It'll be we'll be doing just doing FIA because we've got to go shopping for some of the kids' stuff, which is always fun. So yeah, there'll be no day stream tomorrow. Oh yeah, I think I've seen them, but if I don't think they're called that though over here, I don't know. Are they a bit like cheese savouries, but in the shape of a fish? If so, then yeah, I've seen them. Understand. This is a bit of a plebish lap, but just to get my eye back in with the way it drives. Jesus Christ, that corner. Right, let's just start this. Qualifying starting, both tyres required in race. Let's go. I don't mind shopping for when it's with do you know what? When we're getting the kids stuff, I actually don't mind it. Do you know what I hate though? Do you know what I hate more than anything? Like going like when you go shopping with and you in women's shops with them when you're with the missus. I'm not into like fuck it, I get bored shitless. But yeah, you have to do it sometimes. You have to put up with it. I'm just not. The only shopping. Do you know what? I don't even like shopping for myself, if I'm honest. Like, I would much rather do all my shopping online. For me, just do it all online, and then you don't have to. You don't have to go around loads of shops with people pushing you out the way. And oh yeah, I just prefer online shopping really. But I suppose it's not too bad getting the kids stuff. You sit outside. No, I wouldn't do that. It's not fair on the missus. I wouldn't just leave her to go in like that. It's a bit tight. I just walk around with her. Normally on my phone. Scrolling. Right, let's start this. Nah, it's not too bad. The missus isn't too bad at shopping anyway. She's quite she doesn't do it very often, and yeah, she's actually not that bad. So I just get bored at looking at clothes. Even for my clothes, I get bored. I'd sooner just like online, boom, done. Don't like it, send it back. See, I don't mind sending stuff back because you just order bits and then just send back the stuff you don't want. It doesn't bother me, that. Nah, the missus never watches the stream. She's not. The only thing she watches on YouTube is anything to do with like murder documentaries. She's not into stuff like this, so she won't be watching this. I wonder what we can do in a slipstream with the Ferrari to give it a bit more grunt. Actually, do you know what? Let's just go solo just to try and find some pace without slip. No, we'll go -3 for qualifying as well, actually. I forgot about that. We don't need -5 for qualifying. Oh, you can, if you get that right, look how much extra speed we took through there then. That was like so close. That was near death experience right there. Do you know, the missus mainly watches like, she tends to watch the, you know, the women that do makeup and talk about murder stories. She likes watching them. So while they're doing the makeup, they talk about like murder stories in the past. She's into them ones. So it's like Bailey. I think that's who she watches. She always watches that Bailey on YouTube. That was awful through there. That was so shit. He's gonna get my slipstream here because I'm so slow. That Citroen's quite fast though, in a straight line. It's got quite good straight line speed. Now, so he's going to get an absolutely brilliant lap here behind us because he's got, look at the slipstream it gets. Oh my god, have I got weak slipstream on or something? Because what the hell? Did you see how fast that gained on me then? Look at it, look how fast the Citroen is. What the hell? That Citroen's a monster in the straight lines. Right, let's try and get a better lapping because that was poo. That's better. Right, now get this corner sorted. Oh, you dickhead. No, I messed that up. Sketchy. Lost out quite a bit of time there. You have to be so brave with the Ferrari because that's the smoothest line, but it's also the scariest line. I mean, I should have carried on really and done another lap. I thought that was it. I didn't realize I could go again. Let's try it. I can't even change the tires. Damn. I thought I might have time to change the tires. Your car, Jack, in a straight line is like, what the fuck? I don't think I've ever seen a car so good in a slipstream. How fucking fast is your car in a slipstream? But yeah, the rear tires are going to die on it though, so... Oh, thank you, Calder. Appreciate it, mate. YouTube autoplay, eh? Oh, interesting. Right, I wanted to go on mediums for the first stint, but... Yeah, we can get this last... This will be the last race, because... I don't think we'll be able to do another one after this. I have to pick the little one up. We'll go. I'm going to go live again later. I might just do American server later, you know, because I don't think I can go much faster than what I already am. I don't know. We might do American racing later and then an FIA practice after it. So a mixture, like a bit of both. So we'll do maybe 2 hours of American racing, then like an hour and a half of another practice on this to try and do a little bit more. Might be the best way to do it. So if you are enjoying the stream, please make sure you hit the like button, by the way. Let's get the likes up, and also subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. We do stream pretty much every day. So I appreciate everyone who takes the time to do that. Trying to hold that downshift off until we get in a straight line. Oh shit. You definitely need slipstream for this race though, by the way, tomorrow. For qualifying, it's definitely a slipstream race. Well, I might practice some of that later. Slipstream's worth, especially in my car, I think slipstream will be worth half a second in this Ferrari. What the fuck? You can't do that curb. Oh well, fuck this race. Tires are dead now. Yeah, oh well. You can't hit that curb. You cannot hit that curb. So other cars can take that curb, like the FR cars, the Ferrari just can't do it. So I need to stay away from that curb. That's fucking annoying, because I wanted to have a practice. Oh well. Ah, that's really annoying. I just want to, let's see what the speed's like on this Citroen. I really wanted to have another practice, but we haven't got time to do another one. Them tyres were dead, so there was no point carrying on. One mistake in the Ferrari and that's it, your race is over. I want to see this. Look how fast this car is in a slipstream. The Citroen. Look at it gain on the Supra now. Look at it. It's because it's got 7 gears, hasn't it? That's why. Most cars with 7 gears in a slipstream are very good. Yeah, but I could pit. But what? That's not practice for the race, though, is it, Pyrotrek? Because I'll be driving on tyres that are fresher than with lower fuel than what they should be. So it'd be pointless practice. I want to practice with conditions that will be for tomorrow, not better than what they should be. It'd just be a waste of time. And Tomix is, I tell you what, that BMW looks very good for this race, doesn't it? And Tomix is very good at this track though. But the BMW does look good. At least we know to avoid that curb. That's the problem with this track for the Ferrari. It can't use the curbs. Like there's the fast S corners, you need to really use the curbs, and the Ferrari doesn't like it. And then you've got that corner. Let's have a little look at. So Antomix is on the control pad, by the way. So Antomix is on the pad. Oh, so Jack's on the mediums, isn't he? Interesting. All right, okay. I didn't know he was on the mediums. That actually, then Antomix's pace isn't that good. Jack's pace is quite good on the mediums, just staying with the Supra here. Antomix has probably just heard us say that he's on the medium, so he's probably like, shit, I need to get a move on here. Do you know what though? That is a very good strategy for the Citroen though, because the Citroen is insane on the slipstream. So you could probably stay with a car quite easily just because of the slip. See you later, Crabster. Where's Jack must have hit. Jack must have died. A lot of it's the gearing flash. So the Citroen's got 7 gears, so it's very strong. The Citroen's very strong on the slipstream because it has that 7 gears. It's like the Ferrari in Group 4 as well, with the 7 gears, makes it very good in slipstream, like the McLaren as well. That's why you find the McLaren 650, the Ferrari, when they're in a slipstream, they're actually quite strong. But that some cars, like, what other car is it? So for example, I'm trying to think of a car that's bad in a slip. Can't think of one, to be honest. It's really bad, but in general it's the gearing. The gearing what helps slipstream. The Citroen's gearing is very good for a slip. Nah, the 650 is probably a bit easier to drive, in my opinion. I drove the 650. It's a bit easier to drive than the Ferrari. Quite a lot easier, actually. The best comparison for the Ferrari would be the Lamborghini, probably. I would say Lamborghini and Ferrari are quite similar in the way they drive. The Citroen and the McLaren are probably quite similar. Except for the Citroen, probably a better car than the McLaren now, because the McLaren's BOP is shit now in Group 3. See, we can't... Atomics is doing good pace here. Let's just go to Atomics. Yeah, his pace is looking pretty good. Yeah, the Ferrari and the Lambo are probably quite similar in terms of the way they handle. The Lamborghini's probably got, if anything, a bit easier. Not much, just a tiny bit easier. The Ferrari's hard. I would say the Ferrari's harder than the Lamborghini to drive, just a tiny bit. Not much difference though, really. This BMW looks bloody good, doesn't it? Like, tyre wear, look at the tyre wear. Very balanced. Front and rear tyres, all looking pretty similar. Looks like a very, very nice car. GT3, obviously, because in Group 4 they're different drivetrain. So obviously GT3, Group 3. Looks very consistent, this car. I think the tyre wear helps this car because of the way he's probably got the brake bias like -3 or something, -2. I would guess, because this track kills the rears. Do you know what, Fire? I was going to say this about some of the Group 4 cars as well. Like, I think they've changed the... I noticed with the Megane, it seems to have altered the handling a bit. Not massive, just a tiny bit of change with the handling. I feel like it's a little bit looser than it used to be. And I was wondering if they've changed the setup on it. Atomics is good at drag and trail, though. The reverse and the normal way. I think he actually had a good race with Fire once around here in the Aston Martin in a Nations race, going the other way. He's very good at this track. Ferrari's worse than the Lamborghini for tyres. I would say wow, they're probably basically the same for tyre life. The Ferrari and the Lamborghini, maybe. There's not much difference. Pretty much identical. The Lamborghini, I would say, is just similar. The Lamborghini and Ferrari are equal, probably, in terms of difficulty and tyre life. The Ferrari's equally as bad. You put a little bit of tyre life on the rear of a Ferrari, and it's horrible. So the R8's had a setup change, do you reckon, as well, Fire? I wonder why they've done that. I wish they'd tell people these things, though. This is what annoys me with GT. They should be telling the community what they're changing. They shouldn't just be doing it without giving any notification. They should be letting people know, right, we've made a change to this, and this is what we've changed. Instead, they just do it and don't tell anyone. Yeah, that's the thing, Corsair. As soon as you get any sort of rear tyre life gone, that's it. It just drives impossibly hard. I've noticed that with a few cars, though, with the handling seems different. Like, something seems to have changed without a BOP. Antomix is, seems pretty decent round there, doesn't he? Them corners there are horrible in the Ferrari. I do think this BMW is going to be... Look how smooth the BMW is over that curb. Ferrari can't do that. No, I think the Group 3 Viper's still the same for someone, if I'm honest. Are you sure? Fire will tell you that about the Viper. I don't know about that. The Viper's still very good. We literally drove it at Fuji the other week and everyone was dominating in it. So I think the Viper's still very good, mate. I don't know. Are you joking, Piracek? We won't even get a top 10. We won't even get anywhere near a top 10 tomorrow here. The Ferrari's massively on the pace there. It's not good enough for a podium. I don't even think it'll be good enough for me to get a top 10, if I'm honest. I'd be amazed if I get anywhere near midfield. We'll be at the back because I'm so bad at this track and also bad with the Ferrari tyre wear. And also the car's not very good here. If I do it, like I say, we'll only do the last couple of races, and I won't be expecting much. I'll be looking more for the Suzuka Racing Group 4. That's when I hope to do well, because I like Suzuka. But yeah, Group 3 tracks don't suit me this season. That's why I kind of picked Ferrari, because it doesn't matter. I'm shit with the car in Group 3, and I'll be shit at the tracks anyway, so it doesn't really make much difference. Try and get a slipstream. That's what we'll do. We'll try and get a slipstream in qualifying, get a lucky start, and then just try and hang on in someone's slipstream. My DR, probably not drastically bad, Piracek, because we'll only do like 2 or 3 races, so it'll probably be like 87, 86k, something like that, 87, 86, I would think, after tomorrow's racing. So, that car handles curbs so well. Yeah, because I can't... we're going shopping tomorrow day for the kids' Christmas stuff. So by the time we've picked the kids up, got dinner and stuff like that, I won't be on for the 5 o'clock race. It's probably going to be... I might be able to get on for the second one, although I doubt it. It'll probably be the 7... We'll probably start the stream at like 7:30 and start them. Ooh. Atomic's nearly plebbed it. Do I play Forza Horizon though? Putting it bluntly. I'll probably play the new one for an hour or so. I'm not a hater. I'll play it for a few hours and I'll get bored of it like usual. So yeah, I doubt I'll stream it. Because my experience with Forza Horizon is a good game, but it gets boring really quick. Like, really boring. I prefer racing. When I do, like... I'm more into, like, track racing. I'm not a massive fan of driving around across the countryside, jumping over massive hills, drifting in the air, landing and spinning around and all that shit. It's fun, but it gets boring very quickly, I find. Yeah, but Pyrotrek, to get the early access, I don't know. I can't get the early. I'm not buying the game, so I'm not going to be streaming it early enough. So it'd be pointless anyway, because everyone will be playing it a week before with the early access, and you have to buy it to do that with the pre-order. I believe normal Game Pass doesn't get access to it on the early access, as far as I know. So kind of defeat the object. So we will not have the pace to be anywhere near Plebtomics. No, it's not day one. It's not early access. You have day one when everyone can buy it, Pyrotrek, but there's early access to the game, which is a week early access. It's not a week. You don't get the week early access on Game Pass, as far as I can tell from what I read. The only way you get the week early access is by buying the Ultimate Edition. Yeah, I would say, looking at Atomics' pace, we're going to be about 14 seconds behind him. Yeah, but there'd be no point streaming it, because if it's been out for a week and everyone else has been doing it, it would already, like, there's just little point in doing that, I don't think. I'll try it on the wheel, see what it's like. If it's good on a wheel, then I'll probably do a little stream on it, maybe. But if it's crap on a wheel, I won't bother. So I'm going to be brutally honest. Forza games tend to be awful on a wheel, so we probably won't be doing it. The medium pace on this BMW is extremely good. It's the medium pace that looks the best about it. Like, the car looks really good on the mediums. Again, another 37 there. Yeah, when they do the BOP notice, they don't notify all the changes though, Dark. They don't tell you everything they changed. They only tell you the cars they changed the BOP on. They don't tell you the cars that they changed setups on. So that notification they do there is the most irrelevant thing ever, because they change stuff without telling you. What do you mean? Favorite car on what? And in this game, I don't really have a favorite, if I'm honest. It's hard to really say. In Group 3, the RCZ easily. For Group 3 cars, I'd pick the RCZ. Megane Trophy in Group 4. I do like the Megane Trophy in Group 4. You okay, Ron? How are you, mate? Yeah, I know it's you. It's got Ron on there, mate. It says Ron on your name. Yeah, Atomics is not breaking 100%. Doing like 80% braking. That is one thing I can't seem to do in Group 3. I can do it in slower cars, but in Group 3 I struggle. Possibly need to go a bit higher on the brake force to do that. I don't know. No worries, Ron. The Subaru will be very good round here. Subaru will be one of the, I would think. Oh no, it won't have the top speed, but in the race trim with the tire wear, the Subaru should be very strong here. The track kind of suits the Subaru in a way, although it's the top end will be a problem with that car. So yeah, this is way faster than the race before. Look, what's this going to be, a 44? Yeah, 44. I can't do that pace. Not even close with the Ferrari. I don't think I can get anywhere near that. So yeah, we'll have to just see if what we can do later. Fastest way to improve DR by winning races. You have to keep doing well in races. If you have a bad race, you'll lose DR. Right. We haven't got time to do another one because I've got to pick the kids up in a minute. Well, the youngest up from the school soon. So yeah. Let's have a little look at the well done, Atomics, by the way. Well, we're finishing now, but I'm going to go live again later, Fire. So I'll be live. We should be live later on about, I don't know what time. What I'm going to do later is I'm going to do some daily racing on the American account and then do a little bit of FIA practice after it. So if I try and go live for like 6:30, we'll do like 2 hours, 2.5 to 2 hours of daily racing on the American account. And then we'll do like an hour. We'll do a little 1 or 2 FIA practice again to see if I can. I'm just not really sure about this race, you know, with the pace. I think it's. I just don't think the Ferrari's very good here. It's hard. Mustang might do all right actually. The Mustang, you might, if you can look after the front tires, you might do all right. Nah, I'm not that worried about. I want to have some fun with the American server, so I'll do it. I'll split it in 2. It'll get a bit boring doing too much of that. So yeah, I'll do like half. I'll do main. We'll start with daily racing, and then we'll do a bit of FIA practice. 1 million subs. I mean, I hope that as well, but I can't see that happening anytime soon. We're a little bit far off that, but you never know. Just need 1 million people to come in. What am I doing here? Let's just have a little look at the thing is though, you know that like Quentin is going to be so fast in race conditions in that Supra. And Josetti should be interested how Josetti deals with the McLaren, because the McLaren's actually quite good at drag and trail, although the BOP has affected that car because it used to be one of the fastest. B Racer in the M3. I'm just seeing what cars people have gone, but I can't see a lot of... There's a lot of people missing off this list. So... It makes me laugh that Will's picked the Z4. Yeah, I've seen the top 10. It's just... It's dirty, to be honest. It's like... It's filthy, isn't it? Filthy. Isn't just Nick there on his own? Yeah, I was gonna say the Viper should be able to get in the 34s. The Viper should be able to get 34s. But Nick will be suffering in the race as well, though. It'll be good for a few laps, but I can imagine that tyre wear on time 7 will be pretty hard to deal with. I can only imagine that'll be a ball ache with how much that car will... The Lamborghini will be similar to the Ferrari. They're both very similar cars. Tricky to drive. Ferrari gets a bit of tyre wear, it dies. Same with the Lamborghini. I don't know if there's anyone who's set a time in the Aston Martin on... Is there anyone? Let's have a look. No. See, that's quite interesting that the Corvette will be good here, you know, because if the Corvette can do that in time trial, then I would expect the Corvette to be good in the race because of the tyre wear on the rears. This is rear limited, this track, so your rears just die. Yeah, have a little look at their lap. So watch how they'll do. So if we put this lap on, watch how they'll do the S corner. They cut the curb. If I try and do that on the Ferrari, the car takes off. Although I'm sure you can do it. It's just getting the line spot on. Yeah, they cut the corners. They basically cut the S section. But that's the fastest way to do it. But for the life of me, I cannot get the hang of it. I just... Sugar on the bed. One second. Hello? Alright then. Right, see you in a bit. Bye bye. I will do. Bye. Right. Let's just go back a bit. I want to see that I missed that section. Yeah, you can do that in the race. You need to do it in the race as well, probably. Lightning used to do that all the time. You ever watch Lightning at this track? Watch Lightning in the race. He does that line through there. Like, Lightning is a monster at this track. And Lightning does that line. Why would I play this game over ACC or Project Cars 2 because it's better. That's why. There's your answer. Moving on. Good that though. Okay, right. Let's just right. Let's be brutally honest about this. We'll give a more detailed answer, right? Go on ACC now on PlayStation and join a competition server and see how many people are in the race, and then jump on GT Sport and do a race, and you'll see why. There's probably about 100 times, well, probably about 500 times more people playing GT Sport at any given time of the day, because no one plays ACC on console, and Project Cars 2 is dead. There's no matchmaking on them games. There's no skill-based matchmaking, so you're racing random people. GT Sport, you're always racing someone who's fast, and it's way more competitive than any other game out there. The only game that's like similar is iRacing. iRacing and GT Sport use a similar system, so they're the most competitive games out there. And that's why most of us still play GT Sport, because there's always good racing to have. And also, it drives well, great on a wheel, fun to play, enjoyable. You don't have to worry about setups. You just get in the car and you race, and yeah, good fun. What I like. Also looks miles better than any of them games. No, Turbo. I'm not interested in that. It's just I've got no urge to do that time trial, to be honest. It wouldn't be hard to beat him if. Also, he's only done a 2-minute. He's like the lap that he did's about 1.5 seconds off pace, so it wouldn't take very much to beat that time, Turbo. So, yeah, I couldn't be bothered wasting my time to do it, to be honest. And yeah, he's not Chinese anyway. Oh God. He's not Chinese, but anyway, can we go on to 2 minutes? Yeah, we can go on to 2 minutes. We can do what is it? Is it Suzuka? In what tires is it? Depends what tires it's on. I was gonna say, isn't it like a 57.8 or a 57 I think anything in the 57s is a solid lap at Suzuka with the tires that with the conditions it's in. So he's like 2.5 seconds off pace. So yeah, it's not even. Yeah, I've got no interest in that, to be honest. All right, so 57.3 is the top time, which is over 3 seconds quicker. So yeah, we'll leave. We're not worried about that. Plus, there's no benefit to doing it anyway. There's nothing to aim for. It's literally just do the time trial and you win bugger all. Yeah, that's why a lot of people play GT Sport, because we don't want to worry about setup. We jump in the car, we race with very evenly matched drivers, and there's also about this game is the most popular console racing game out there. There's no racing game. I would say this is one of the most popular racing games. Full stop. There's even iRacing probably. I reckon the amount of people playing iRacing and this are probably, I don't know how close it'd be. I know on iRacing it's normally about 4,000 or 5,000 people playing it. I don't like on FIA nights. This game will destroy them games, I would say. There'll be way more playing it, but that's just everyone has their own opinion. Some people like playing ACC. I like ACC, but for me, GT is more fun. I have more fun playing GT Sport than I do ACC or iRacing. iRacing is very annoying. ACC's online is not very good. So yeah, GT Sport hits a sweet spot that a lot of us enjoy, and that's why we play it. Yeah, it's the Formula One driver. You can watch his lap, I think, on the replay or something. But not that I'm that worried about watching it, because it's not. It's not. I mean, it's like watch. It's basically the level of an A-rated driver, or less, probably a B-rated driver. So it's not really. There's not anything you're going to learn from watching that replay. It's not. Yeah. I mean, I genuinely would say there is. The thing with GT Sport is they got the online racing nailed down. They've literally. There's no racing game out there for console that can match this online, and that's why most people are still playing it. How many rooms is FIA per slot? I mean, you just in A plus. There's probably 3. Just in A, well, 3 or 4 just in A plus. So maybe more. Probably like, I don't know. You're probably looking at well over 50. Well over 50 slots. Well over 50 splits in FIA, I would think. Yeah, isn't he on? Isn't it on the podium that because he's using the podium, isn't he? $635. They have more than that. What do you mean by that? Someone iRacing has about 4,000 people online at any given time. 5,000 people online. They have more than 635. Are you on about in one race? Because that might be in one race. You're probably just thinking in one race. Because, for example, in like the GT3 series, I've been in races where 385 people have entered the race. That's just for one of the races. They also have, nah, someone, mate, that's bullshit. Trust me, because I've been in one race where 385 people have entered. There's about 30 different series running on iRacing consistently. So, and the races are on at the same time. So it's definitely more than 600. Trust me. There's way more than 600 that have been online at one time, because you have the NASCAR races, which are quite popular. You'll have a few, like, quite a few joining them. You'll have the Le Mans series. You have like 300, 200, 300 people joining them. GT3, you have like 200-300 people joining them. You've got the Mazda touring car. The Mazda touring car races have over 100 people joining them. Well over. And all these races are split around. There's like 30 different series. There's no way. More than that, I'm telling you. That's not correct. I could log on iRacing now and there'll be about 4,000 people online. It'll show you in the bottom right how many people are online. Oh, it's only for people playing. Oh yeah, no one. Oh right, okay, that's why protocol. No one plays through Steam. That's why. Not many do anyway. Yeah, don't look at Steam stats. That's wrong. Because I don't play through Steam. My game's not linked through Steam. So yeah, you're probably looking at about 1% of the people, 2% of the people who play the game, because most people just buy the game online, don't go through Steam. That's why iRacing figures will be wrong. Yeah, it's like about 1% of the players. Yeah, that's why it says that. Yeah, the open wheel barber has like 300-400 people joining it. Like, yeah, that that's all. That's where the problem comes. Yeah, daily active users is not the same as any given time live, Bahamas. So, like, you could have, like, that means that someone's just logged on the game in that day. It doesn't mean at any given point there's that many people online. Like, you have to look at, like, I don't know how you'd be able to do that on, there's no real, I don't know if there's any apps that can track how many people are online on GTA at any time. I'm not sure. I don't know if, does anyone know of any apps that can do that on GT? I would think it's over 3,000-4,000 though. You probably got like between 2,000 to 5,000, then FIA night's probably over 10,000, I would say. Maybe up to 10,000 people. I really have no idea. Who knows? See you later, nerd. Yeah, I'm gonna call. I've got to get changed anyway, so I can pick the little one up, and then I need to do a bit of tidying up and do the dishes, make them the dinner, put some clothes washing on, take some clothes washing out, hang some clothes up, and then we'll try and be live for between 6:30 and 7 for another stream. So yeah, we'll do like a few races on the American account, and then we'll do 1 or 2 practice races for FIA again. I have no idea what's for dinner tonight. Don't even know what we've got in, to be honest. So have no idea. Nah, there's not 189,000 people online right now. Not on GT. There's not. That's full of shit. that's not right, mate. Just so you, that might be people. 189,000 people online might be on the PlayStation Network. I don't know. Maybe in the EU region or something. But that's definitely not right. There's not even that many people playing it probably in a month. But anyway, yeah. I will see you all later on, and we'll jump on the American server, do a few races over there, and then we'll do some FIA practice. Thank you for coming in. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and we'll see you in about 4 hours or so. So yeah, take care. See you in a bit, everyone. Bye.